The next section we are going to cover addresses challenges with accepting criticism. Based on our survey results, many fieldwork educators, in fact, have experienced a student who displayed poor receptivity to constructive criticism. One strategy to address this challenge proactively would be to discuss learning styles with your students during orientation. Knowing the student's learning style gives the fieldwork educator an opportunity to adjust their teaching approach to accommodate that learning style. If the student is unaware of the learning style that best suits their needs, then the fieldwork educator can provide the student with a learning style self-assessment during orientation to help them determine what their learning style is. Knowing the student's learning style can greatly influence their learning, teaching, interactions, and ability to exercise personal influence. Focusing on the student's learning needs can also help provide the fieldwork educator with cues for effectively providing the student with information and critiquing their progress. Along with knowing and understanding the student's learning style, it is equally important to be open with the student about your fieldwork supervision style from the very beginning. This way, the student will be aware of how you like to work, and they will know what to expect during their fieldwork experience. The approach to fieldwork supervision must be proactive, one of positive affirmation that illustrates enthusiasm, trust, as well as optimism. As supervisors, it is important to understand that you are gatekeepers for the profession to help in assuring the competency of entry-level practitioners. However, you are not alone in this role. There are many educators present to help students obtain and learn all the material they need to succeed in their program and in the field. According to Donna Costa, expert on fieldwork education, effective feedback from supervisors promotes learning and professional growth. Therefore, fieldwork educators need to understand and learn how to give effective feedback to students in the clinic. In order to do this, the educators first need to make sure that clear and explicit expectations are communicated between the students and themselves. This helps to foster growth and development during the learning process. Adequate feedback helps the students become aware of their current performance and lets them know what needs to change. It also helps to confirm the student's strengths. It allows the students to constructively learn about their performance that requires improvement. It identifies possible barriers to goal achievement. It encourages students to try alternate behaviors and actions. It provides motivation for change. It can facilitate or hinder change, depending on how it's delivered. It can demonstrate the supervisor's commitment, and it can clarify if the student's perceptions of their performance match the supervisor's perceptions. When giving feedback, it is recommended to give comments that address specific behaviors that are observable. According to Costa, students are able to acknowledge that comments directed at their behavior rather than their personality are easier to accept and to ultimately change. Students seem to really take value in this type of feedback. Another way to provide effective feedback to the student is to address the strengths of the student and then address the areas that could use further development. Students learn better and thrive in a supportive environment, and they will be more willing to take risks in a nurturing environment that will further increase their growth One way fieldwork educators can do this is by completing a weekly summary form to describe the student's strengths, areas for growth, and areas that need development, as well as goals for the upcoming week. It could be beneficial for the student and supervisor to complete the form separately and then review the information together in weekly meetings in order to collaborate on progress made and upcoming goals. An example of a weekly summary form like this can be found attached to this module. It is also important to note that feedback is most successful when it is timely, honest, focused on issues, behaviors, and problems, specific, offering suggestions for change, positive, constructive, provided in a private session, and provided by one who is respected. If this type of feedback is given, then the student should be less likely to have a difficult time with accepting criticism.